we end up studying everything, we end up getting concerned about everything which we do not even need at this point of time in our English journey to level up our communication game. Why? Because we are not aware, we don't know what is our requirement at this particular time. Whether you are at intermediate level, advanced level or beginner level, but we don't know what to pick at this point to keep the momentum going. You must know what activities you should pick as per your requirement so it can show massive impact on your communication. And in this video, you are going to get to know what exactly you should pick to level up your English game, to make your English up to the mark. Here, in this video, I'll tell you the role of certain activities. And if you are going to get to know the roles of these activities, you will get exactly what you need this time in your English journey to level up your game. Alright. So, as you know, we have our study part, right? Like vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and idioms and phrases, voice modulation, tonality, gesture, posture. Another thing we have is LSRWT, listening, speaking, reading, writing, and thinking in English. First, we must know the role, what role these activities are playing in our speech. Then only we will be able to pick exact material, exact activities to level up our game. So I will be giving you 3 magical key points in each and every activity, so you will be able to understand what you are struggling with, what you are struggling this time, and what you must pick. All right, so let's start with our study part, because here you are quite concerned. Okay, then we will talk about our LSRWT part. All right, so first, understand the role of grammar in your speech. Why do you even need grammar? Let me mention 3 key points, 3 magical key points in your grammar part. So first thing which you get in your grammar is accuracy. Okay, when you speak, you avoid making mistakes. The second key and magical point is you get rid of judgment. Do you know why we don't speak in English? Why we don't speak in our second language? Because we are concerned about judgment. And what's that? We will make mistake. That's what we are concerned about. So if you study grammar, obviously you are going to get rid of judgment. And as you know, there is always room for improvement. And perfection is not a word. But still, if you are concerned and if you want to study grammar, you will get rid of judgment. Third key point here is confusion. When we make sentences, we have a lot of confusions about has, about had, about conditionals, about this, about that, a lot of sentence construction, like how to frame sentences, okay? And one thing can literally mess up everything, and one grammar rule can literally disturb us like anything, right? So third thing is your confusions will be vanished, okay, if you work upon grammar. So that's your choice. Now you have to check. I have mentioned 3 key points here. If you really want to get rid of these things, all right, then you can study grammar. And you must study grammar if you are at advanced level or you are at intermediate level. But I would not suggest that you should study grammar if you are at beginner level or you are at lower intermediate level, because this time neither grammar will make sense to you or nor you will make sense to grammar. But still, if you want to do, you can study some basic content, some basic grammar pattern, and for that you can check the video here. If not here, just check the video in the description box. Another one is pronunciation. Why do we need pronunciation? What is the role of pronunciation in our speech? Okay, here I'll give you 3 key points, 3 magical key points. First one is clarity. First one is clarity. When you study pronunciation, yes, you learn how to pronounce each and every word correctly, okay, and you just deliver your speech in a precise manner. Pronunciation makes your speech clear, and clarity will lead you towards understanding. When you speak, your speech is going to be quite understanding and people will take interest while listening to you, okay. Another thing is you will get rid of MTI, mother tongue influence. I have been noticing a complaint, and a lot of people have been complaining about this MTI effect, mother tongue influence. The way they speak their first language, in the very same way they speak their second language, right? The first language is influencing their second language, and here they are confused, right? So I would say, when you work upon your pronunciation, yes, you get rid of MTI. Okay, so try to check what are the sounds where you are struggling and try to work on those sounds. Okay, so second is this. Third magical key: if you work upon your pronunciation, you sound good. Believe it or not, this is, I'm telling you, by my experience. I don't know, you can check my previous videos how I used to speak, because I believe my pronunciation was not up to the mark. But now, because I have worked upon my pronunciation, now I sound good. Yes, because I got a lot of compliments. Because now I am getting a lot of compliments from people, and they are actually liking the way I speak. They think I speak very clearly in a precise manner. It's quite understanding. And I believe why? Why is that so? Because it is the combination, whole package of clarity, understanding, and no MTI effect, right? So the third key point and magical point is, you are going to sound damn good, and people are going to love to listen to you if you work upon your pronunciation. So after listening this, now you are going to decide whether you need pronunciation or not, whether you want to work upon pronunciation at this period of time in your journey or not. Another one is vocabulary. You can be damn fluent with basic vocabularies as well. You do not need posh and lavish vocabularies to sound good, to intensify your speech. Here I will be giving you 3 keys why do we need vocabularies in our speech. And if you are going to get to know the role play of vocabulary, it will be easy for you to pick this activity to study in your English journey. Alright, so first one, how vocabulary plays a vital role in your communication. Whether it plays vital role or not, you will get to know after knowing this. Alright, so first thing is, as I've already mentioned, in order to get a smooth fluency, alright, you can get a smooth fluency with very basic vocabularies. But if you really want to intensify your speech at the dense level, at the deeper level, and if you really want to describe, and if you really want to express your emotions, your expressions, your feelings, your thoughts at deeper level, then yes, you must know handful of vocabularies. Then you have to have that bucket of vocabularies, and then you must work upon your vocabulary. Another thing is idioms and phrases. Why do you need to study about idioms and phrases? I'll tell you about hand gestures, postures, your voice modulation, intonation, tonality, about everything in some other video, but for now we are going to talk about this part, which is idiom and phrases. All right, so how it helps you and what is the role play of idioms and phrases in our speech. All right, so there are again 3 key points. First one is, you learn how to cut the long story short when you know a lot of phrases, when you know the handful of idioms. Okay, let me give you an example. Instead of saying that, no, I can't do this, this is damn difficult for me, I have tried but I'm not able to do it, I'm never able to make it. Simply you can say, it's hard nut to crack. You have just used one statement, but it's quite deeper, right? It's quite deeper, it's quite understanding. So same as there are a lot of idioms, there are a lot of phrases, and these are quite interesting. And if you learn these phrases and idioms, you learn how to cut to the chase, you learn how to make the long story short, and you don't beat around the bush, and you always come to the point if you know phrases and idioms. So now again, let me know in the comment section, do you need to learn idioms this time? Second is, if you know idioms and phrases in your speech, if you use idioms and phrases in your speech, in this way you learn to convey your message at deeper level. So I really appreciate some people, when they speak, they use some beautiful idioms, okay? And when they use, it feels wow, they have conveyed their message in a very precise manner. Let's suppose you want to say to me, work upon communication. And if you're going to work upon communication, you will get two things together. First, you will get the job, and another thing is you can even do your own business. You can start your own institution, right? So you can say you can learn communication, you can work upon it, and you will kill two birds with one stone, right? Again, I have gotten no idea what you're trying to say, what you're trying to convey, right? And I have gotten it at deeper level, right? So same as there are a lot of idioms and phrases, if you use, it actually seems that you have conveyed your message in a very deeper level. All right, the third key and magical point here is it makes your speech crunchy and attractive. Yes, when you use idioms, I'm not talking about a lot of idioms, okay, and I'm not saying even you must know a lot of idioms, just some common idioms, okay, which can make your speech good. All right, so we are done with our study part. Now you're going to pick what is important for you at this period of time in your English journey. All right, so I don't want you to waste time and pick whatever is required. And now we are moving for our next activity, which is LSRWT. Okay, why do you need it? If you're not going to know the role play of these activities in our speech, then obviously how you will get to know what is required at this moment, what is required at this period of time in your English journey, right? So let's start with the point number 1, which is listenings. Okay, and here I will be giving you 3 key points, 3 magical key points, all right, which will help you to know what is the role. Okay, all right, so first one is understand the first key. Your mind is a tank, your mind is a proper tank, and your mouth is a tap, right? So whatever you're gonna fill in your mind, whatever you're gonna fill in your mind, it will come through your mouth, which is the tap, which is your tap. All right, so now just simply understand, if you're gonna instill a lot of English in your mind, obviously what will come through your mouth? English will come through your mouth. All right, if you're gonna instill a lot of like whatever language it can be, your first language, same as that language will come through your mouth. Now just simply understand, do you think without listening we can speak? Okay, I'm just gonna give you this challenge. Don't listen English at all, never ever. You have never ever listened English, but you are going to speak. How it can be possible? How it can be even possible on this earth that you have never ever heard or listened English, but you are going to speak in English, right? You will never be able to. So I would say, without listening, without developing your listening habit, you will never be able to learn how to speak, right? So speaking is not your first job, listening is your first job. Okay, how to listen with the intention of understanding is altogether a different game, but here I'm talking about that active and passive listening, which I've already mentioned in my previous video. So right now your tank is filled with your first language, right? And that's why when you're opening this tap, only first language is coming through your mouth. But if you're gonna instill a lot of second language, this English language, a lot of words, a lot of vocabularies, and you're gonna listen a lot in English, then your empty tank will be filled with English. And when you're gonna open this tap, your mouth, English will come through your mouth. Have you gotten the idea? I just want to repeat my favorite formula here, which I always repeat, that communication is the game of all about consumption and production, input and output, listenings and speaking. If you're not gonna listen a lot, how you're gonna speak a lot? You will not be able to. Second key point here is you get the whole package when you listen in English. Okay, when I talk about whole package, I'm talking about everything. You get a lot of vocabularies, you get a lot of idioms, you get a lot of grammar patterns where you are struggling with. So when you listen in English, you get the whole package. Whole package means whole package. You are getting accents. When you're listening to someone, they are speaking with certain accents. They're using accents. They're using vocabularies. They're using idioms. They're using grammar patterns. A lot of things are there. And the more you're going to listen to them, the more you're going to grasp. And these things are going to still in your mind. Third key is really, really damn magical key, because this is my own experience, which I experience every time. Okay, Third one is, if you're going to listen to a particular person, or maybe 2 or 3 or 5 people you're going to listen, right? The more you're going to listen to them, the more you are going to sound like them. Believe it or not, I do this experiment a lot. Okay, when I want to just acquire some accents, I just listen to some people who are speaking with accents, and believe it or not, I get the accents. If I really want to grasp some like damn interesting vocabularies, I just listen to those people who are speaking with a lot of great vocabularies. I'll tell you, nowadays I'm quite inclined towards British accents. So there's a lady, a couple of people, couple of videos, and these content I just absorb a lot. Why? Because I want to work upon British accents, and the best way is I can listen to them. I can grasp, I can immerse, I can indulge as much as I can, and I know automatically it will be on my tongue because I have experimented it really a lot of time. And that's why this is the third magical key. If you really want to speak like anyone, just try to listen to them as much as you can. Imitate in your mind, whether you can vocalize or you can say in your mind, but do it. You will see massive impact. Hey, I will not ask for choice. Do you really want to start your listening or not? Hey, you don't have any choice. You must start your listening habit. Moving for the next activity, which is reading. What is the role play of reading in your speech? What benefits do you get actually when you read? Is it even important or not? That you will get to know after listening to me. The first key and magical point is, when you read, you put your mouth muscles into practice. Do you know, we don't practice, we don't speak in English. Why? Because we get nervous, we get hesitant, because someone is seeing us, someone is noticing us, someone is judging us, right? But when we read, we are just putting our mouth muscles to pronounce certain words in English. Read out loud whenever you read. Okay, I do it every day. I read out loud. Second key point here is, you get alignment of thoughts. And alignment with whom? With the thoughts of author. Whatever thoughts are there which are written in the book, you get some alignment with that thoughts. Don't you think when we read, we get some third person conversation in our mind, and that's so great. Another and third interesting thing which I always notice when I read, again, you get the whole package when you read. You get a lot of vocabularies, you get a lot of idioms, you get a lot of grammar patterns when you read, right? So please, now you know what is the role play of reading in our communication, in our speech. So let me know if you are going to start reading or not, and that's totally up to you whether you want to leave it for now or you just want to start it. Okay, because as I've said, listening is damn important, but reading can be your choice. Okay, another one is writing. Okay, so what is the role play of writing in your communication? Let me tell you, there is one magical key here. If you do this, yes, there is something massive you're gonna see. And what's that? When you write in English, you are pressurizing your mind. You're pressurizing your mind to think in English. Okay, so I would say start writing, because believe it or not, whether you're putting your mind to think in English or not, whether you're putting this pressure or not, but if you write in English, automatically you will get the pressure to think in English. Okay, so do write and you will see the benefits. And one more thing which I want to align with reading: when you read, you get the alignment with thoughts, but when you write, you learn how to organize your thoughts. You learn how to manage your thoughts, right? So start writing. Apart from this, there are a lot of things, a lot of benefits which you can get if you start writing and if you start reading. And if you really want to know more about this in detail, then check the video here, and if not, then check the video in the description box. Another one is speaking, and here you are going to get to know what is the role play of speaking in your communication journey. Do I really need to mention here that what is the role of speaking in your communication and how important it is? Look, there's a beautiful saying: if you really want to be a great reader, read a lot. If you really want to be a great writer, write a lot. And if you want to be a great speaker, speak a lot. So what are the benefits I do not need to mention? This is the power of consistency. If you speak a lot, your hesitation will be gone. your mouth muscles will be fixed to pronounce a lot of words in English. Your mind will be filled. Your confidence will build up. A lot of things are going to happen. And there are a lot of things which I can add up here, that how speaking can help you in your communication journey. You can't escape this one, and you don't have any choice to escape this one, which is speaking. What is going to work here? The power of consistency. The more consistent you will be in your speaking, the more you will get confidence, and your confidence is equals to your fluency. All right, no matter how much knowledge you have, but if you have not gathered that confidence while practicing English a lot, you will not be able to make sense. I hope it makes sense to you that how every activity plays a vital role in your speech. Okay, and as you all were concerned that what to pick, what not to pick, but you were confused because you were not aware what is the role play of certain activities in your speech. So now, as you've already gotten the role play of each and every activity, now you are going to find as per your requirement, whether you are at intermediate level, advanced level, or at beginner level, that which activities are going to work for you and which activities you require at this time in your English journey. Alright, so if you think this video has added any value in your communication journey, so please give thumbs up, share your lovely comments, and don't forget to subscribe this channel if you are new here. With this thing, let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.